What is going on, beautiful people, and welcome back to the Mariners franchise here on MLB The Show 21. And it's opening day here in Seattle, Washington, as the Mariners host the San Francisco Giants to begin the 2021 MLB season. And again, the goal is a World Series here in year one. I don't care how unlikely people think it is. We got to make it a reality here. So we are live from T-Mobile Park in Seattle, Washington for this one. And we'll have to see how the Mariners fare against this Giants team. Kevin Gausman getting the start for the Giants, while Marco Gonzalez will be getting the start for the Mariners. And Gonzalez coming off a pretty solid 2020 campaign, 11 starts. He went 7-2, and he had a 3.10 ERA and 6-9 in 2 innings. And he had a whip of .95. So out comes Austin Slater to lead off for the Giants. He had 5 home runs and 7 RBIs last season. And he'll get things popping off for the Giants here. 1-0 pitch, and he's going to hit this one into center field. And Kyle Lewis going to come up and catch that one for the first out of the game. So now we go to batter number 2 for the Giants. Mauricio Dubon, the center fielder, up to the plate now, and he's facing a 1-1 pitch. And he's going to hit that one a blooper in the center field, and that'll be the first hit of the game. So a nice hit there by Dubon to get on base as we go to the third batter in the rotation for the Giants. Donovan Solano, the second baseman, he's facing a 2-2 pitch, and he's going to ground that to J.P. Crawford, and he'll flip the 6-4-3 double play to get out of the inning. The top of the inning at that. And now we'll see Dylan Moore lead off for the Mariners as they take the plate. Dylan Moore hit .255 last season, but now he's facing an 0-2 pitch here, and he's gonna ground that over to the shortstop, and that'll be an easy out number 1. So now we go to J.P. Crawford hitting second for the Mariners. And we'll have to see if he can fare a little bit better than Dylan Moore just did. Facing a 1-1 pitch, and he's going to hit that to the second baseman, and that'll be out number 2. So now we go to batter number 3 for Seattle, and it'll be Kyle Lewis, the AL Rookie of the Year last season. He hit .262 for the Mariners last year. Now facing a 1-1 pitch, and he's going to hit that one into left field, and that is going to be short of the warning track, and the Mariners go 3 up, 3 down as we end the first inning. So now we go to the second, and Mike Yesterzenski up to hit, and he's going to pop that one up, and Murphy going to get underneath of it, and that's out number 1 in the top of the second. So next up to bat for the Giants is Alex Dickerson, the former Padre, and facing an 0-2 pitch. He's going to hit this one deep, but Kyle Lewis going to make the grab just short of the warning track. So that's 2 down in the top of the second. And now hitting third is Wilmer Flores, facing a 2-2 pitch here. And Gonzalez going to force him to pop that one up, and he's going to get underneath that one. And the Giants go 3 up, 3 down in the top of the second. So now leading off for the Mariners in the bottom of the second is Kyle Seeger. And he's going to hit this one deep, but it's going to fall just short of the warning track for out number 1 as Yesterzenski gets underneath that one. So next up we have Mitch Haniger facing an 0-2 pitch here. And he's going to swing at that one, even though it was well outside. And that'll be a strikeout. So now Ty France facing a 1-0 pitch. He's going to hit this one into right field. It could get down, but what a diving grab by Mike Yesterzenski. I'd be a little bit more enthusiastic if it was one of our guys making that grab, but you got to give props where props are due. And Yesterzenski definitely deserves props for that dive. So now Giants here batting in the top of the third. Kurt Casale going to hit it left side. Seeger couldn't get that cleanly, and he throws to first, but not a very good throw there at all, and that's going to be an E5 error against Kyle Seeger. So now Giants with a man on first, but Gonzalez is going to strike out Evan Longoria for the first out of the third. Now Brandon Belt up next. He eclipsed over 1,000 hits in his career last season. He's going to hit this into right center, and a great catch there by Haniger. And now that is 2 down in the top of the third. Now Austin Slater up next as the rotation goes back to the first one, and he's going to hit that right up the middle for a base hit. And now the Giants starting to threaten a little bit here. They have runners on first and second. Mauricio Dubon back up to bat. He's going to ground this one to second, and this time Dylan Moore able to get it. So even with giving up a hit and getting an error as well, the Mariners still avoid giving up any runs to the Giants. So now we're at the bottom of the third. Jose Marmolejo's up next. He's going to ground it up the middle. That's going to go into center field for a base hit. So maybe Seattle can get something going here. Next up, we got Evan White facing a 1-2 pitch here. And White going to chase that one right outside the box, and he chased after it. That'll be the second strikeout of the game for Gausman. So now Tom Murphy up next. And he's the final batter in the 9-man rotation here. And he's going to hit that one in the shortstop, and that'll be a 6-4-3 double play for the Giants. So through 3 innings, no runs scored. 2 hits for the Giants, a hit and an error for the Mariners. So Donovan Solano out to lead off for the Giants in the top of the fourth. And here's the 2-1 pitch. He's going to hit that one to Crawford, and he'll get it to first for the first out of the 4th inning. So next up, Mike Yesterzenski for the Giants facing a 3-2 pitch. He's going to hit that into the shift. Moore going to pick it up, and that is going to be out number 2 in the top of the 4th. And next up for the Giants, we have Alex Dickerson facing a 2-2 pitch here. And he's going to get a piece of that one, but it's popped up, and it's caught by Crawford. And the Giants go 3 up, 3 down as we head to the bottom of the 4th. So leading off for the Mariners is Dylan Moore facing a 1-2 pitch. Gausman only with 28 pitches so far, and Moore gonna strike out as a lot of these Mariners batters are just really chasing after these pitches here. J.P. Crawford facing an 0-2 pitch. He's gonna hit that right side, and it's picked up. Gausman able to step on the bag for the second out of the bottom of the 4th. And now Kyle Lewis up next facing a 2-2 count. And he's gonna swing at that one, just missed it. And the Mariners go 3 up, 3 down. So a little bit of a pitcher's duel here heading into the 5th as Wilmer Flores is up next for the Giants. Facing an 0-2 pitch. He's going to hit that down the line, and it stays fair. So that'll be a double for Wilmer Flores as he goes to second. Very close play there, by the way. But next up is Kurt Casale, and he looks to end up getting Flores home here. Facing an 0-2 pitch. He's going to pop that one into center field, and it's going to bounce right by Haniger. That's going to bring Flores home. So the Giants break the tie. It's 1-0 now. And just a little bit of disappointment there as Gonzalez is definitely getting tired here. But now Evan Longoria facing a 2-2 pitch. And he's going to strike out as it goes just inside the box. So Gonzalez able to get him to strike out. Now Brandon Belt facing a 2-2 pitch. He's going to pop that one up to the third. And that will be the second out as Seeger able to make that grab there. Now Austin Slater facing a 3-2 pitch here. And just a little high. And he'll be walked. So now runners on second and first. Mauricio Dubon back up to bat now. Facing a 2-1 pitch. And he's going to hit that to right field. It's picked up, flipped over to Gonzalez, and that'll be the final out of the top of the 5th. But the Giants already did some damage here as they take a 1-0 lead as we head into the bottom of the 5th. And we'll have to see if Seattle can answer back here as Kyle Seeger is leading off, facing an 0-2 pitch, and he's going to blast that one into right field. And this one is gone. A leadoff homer for Kyle Seeger, and that is one way to respond to giving up a run in the top of the 5th. That went 407 feet. And what a response for Seeger there. And we are all tied up in 1. So let's just take a look at that one once again. As Seeger able to get all of that, facing an 0-2 pitch. Just blast that one into right field. So it doesn't take long for Seattle to respond there. And we'll have to see how they follow up in the rest of the bottom of the 5th. Again, 407 feet is the projected distance of that one. So now Mitch Haniger right after Seeger, but he's going to ground that one to third, and that'll be the first out of the bottom of the 5th. So next up for the Mariners is Ty France, who had a fly out in the 2nd. We'll see how he bounces back on this one, as he's going to ground that one up to 2nd, and that's going to be flipped over to 1st for the 2nd out. So again, Gausman only 42 pitches through 5 innings so far. Well, 4-2 at this point. Jose Marmolejo's next, and he's going to pop this one deep, but that is going to be short of the warning track. And right after the Seager home run, the Mariners really do nothing as they go 3 up, 3 down after that. But again, a hell of a blast there by Seeger to tie this one up at 1 apiece. I don't know why it's not showing our error, but I guess I can't be too mad at that now, can I? So now we go to the top of the 6th, and Casey Sadler going to come in for Marco Gonzalez, who's just getting really tired through 5. And we'll have to see how he does here. Solano going to pop that one up on the 3-2 pitch, and it's going to be corralled for the first out of the inning. So next up, we got Mike Yesterzenski facing a 3-0 pitch, and the sinker's just going to go way too low. So a 4-pitch walk as Yesterzenski is on base. Now Alex Dickerson up next for the Giants. He's 0 for 2 so far in this game. And there's a line drive into right field, and that will be a base hit. Yesterzenski goes to 2nd. So now the Mariners in a little bit of peril here. Wilmer Flores up next, facing a 0-2 pitch. But Sadler loses that one, and he is going to accidentally hit Flores, and that's going to load the bases up. So now Kurt Casale up next, facing a 3-2 pitch here. And that one's going to go way too high, and Sadler is going to walk Yesterzenski home, and the Giants take the lead back. It's 2-1. So now Evan Longoria up next, facing a 1-0 pitch. He's going to hit that, and it's caught by Seeger. Tries to flip it for a double play, but it doesn't work out. So the base is still loaded here for the Giants as Brandon Belt takes the plate, facing a 3-2 pitch, and again Sadler loses it. And he walks yet another runner home. So he's going to get pulled for Brandon Brennan, who I probably should have put in the first place, because now he has Austin Slater facing an 0-2 pitch, and he's going to strike Slater out to end the inning. So maybe Brennan should have been the one to come in instead of Sadler, as the Mariners now trail 3-1. And Evan White going to ground out to start the inning off. So now next up is Tom Murphy. I mean, Seattle just not having a lot of luck as far as batting goes outside of Seager's home run. But there's a hit as Tom Murphy able to hit that one in the left field for a base hit. So we'll see if Dylan Moore can follow up with something here, facing an 0-2 pitch. And he's going to hit that one in the left field. And another attempted dive, but Alex Dickerson couldn't bring that one in. So now we have runners on first and second. So Seattle has a chance to potentially take the lead here. And now J.P. Crawford at the plate, facing a 1-2 pitch. And he swings at that one, even though it's a little high. And that will be the 5th strikeout of the game for Gausman. And now Kyle Lewis, he's had a rough game so far. We'll see if he can get somebody home here, but he's going to swing way too early at that one. And that'll end the inning. 3-1 Giants as we head to the 7th. So now into the 7th inning, Mauricio Dubon, lead off for the Giants, facing a 2-0 pitch. He's going to hit that in the left field for the base hit. And now the Mariners facing a little more peril here as they've really struggled over the past few innings. Donovan Solano up next. He's 0 for 3 so far in this game. And that's going to get hit in the second base. But unfortunately, Evan White not able to keep his foot on the bag to flip the 4-6-3 double play. So now Mike Yesterzenski facing a 3-2, and he's going to strike out. So Brennan wheeling and dealing so far. He gets his second strikeout. Next up is Alex Dickerson facing a 2-2 pitch here. And Brennan's going to get him to pop up. And Murphy underneath that one for the final out of the top of the 7th. So still 3-1 as Seattle avoids giving up more runs here. Next up is Kyle Seeger. Can he get another homer here? I sure hope so. He's going to pop that one up instead. And that is going to be caught on the mound, actually, as Gausman's still going strong through 6-1. So Haniger's up next. He's 0 for 2 so far in this game. He's going to hit this one. I thought this had a chance, but it was all for naught, as that's not even close to the warning track, let alone the fence. That's out number 2 on the pop fly to left center. So now Ty France up next. Can he get something going here? And he's going to hit that one. It's going to be a grounder to second. And the side is retired. The Mariners, once again, not even really threatening the Giants right now. As we head to the top of the 8th, Flores back up for the Giants. He's going to pop that one right field. And what a grab by Haniger there for the first out of the 8th. So now we have Kurt Gonzalez 1 for 2. So here's the first pitch of the sequence, and that's going to pop up. And it's finally picked up by Brennan, but he can't get the first in time. So just unlucky there. Seattle just had a lot of problems with fielding today. But no problem with striking out Evan Longoria there, as that's the 3rd strikeout for Brennan since he's been into the game. So now Brandon Belt up next. He's had a lot of struggles. He's going to strike out. And that's going to retire the side. So now we go to the bottom of the 8th now. And Seattle still looking to get back into this game as Reyes Moranta comes in for Kevin Gausman, who finishes after pitching 7 innings. So Jose Marmolejo is going to hit this one deep. And that is going to be just short of the warning track. And that'll be the first out of the bottom of the 8th. So now Evan White, just like pretty much most of these batters for the Mariners today, having a lot of problems. He's going to strike out there. So now Tom Murphy, he does have a hit in this game, but he's going to strike out there as the check just goes a little too far over the plate. And now we head into the top of the 9th. Brennan's still in the game for Seattle. He's going to strike out Austin Slater to lead off. So now 5 strikeouts for Brandon Brennan. He's had a pretty good game so far. Now Mauricio Dubon up next. He's going to pop that behind the plate. And Murphy going to get underneath that one for the second out. And now Donovan Solano up to bat for the Giants. He's going to hit that one in the center field. And Kyle Lewis got to make a running grab there to bring us to the climax of this game, most likely, as Tyler Rogers comes in to close out this one. Last chance for Seattle here, as we have Dylan Moore up to bat. He did have a single early on in this game, but 1 for 3 overall, and he's going to check that one, but a little too far. They'll call that a strikeout. So now J.P. Crawford up next. He's going to ground that one to second for the second out. And now this is the final chance for the Mariners here. Kyle Lewis, he's had a rough day. Can he get something going for Seattle here? Doesn't look like it. He's going to ground that one to third, and that is going to be your ball game. The Mariners lose opening day as the Giants take this one 3-1. And overall, just a rough game for Seattle batting-wise, outside of Kyle Seeger hitting that home run. And you never really want to lose on walking 2 runners home, but that's exactly what happened in this one. Casey Sadler, just not a very good performance in the 6th inning, to say the very least, and he'll end up taking the loss. So no decision for Marco Gonzalez. Kyle Seeger, of course, hit the home run for Seattle, their lone run of the game. Jose Marmolejo also had a hit as well. Tom Murphy had a hit. But Kurt Casale, really the star of the game for San Francisco, hitting 2 of 3 with 2 RBIs in this one. Wilmer Flores had a double and a run himself. But overall, just the bats just weren't going for Seattle today. 9 strikeouts in this one. Seeger really was the brightest spot for this Mariners team, offensively at least. So I totally forgot to show the pitching stats in this one. That's my bad. That's just something I'm gonna have to get better at with these videos. Obviously, like, I'm kind of a novice when it comes to doing like MLB The Show content. I'm kind of a novice to baseball, as you guys can probably tell from this video. But I did sim up to the first game of the series against the Baltimore Orioles because I wanted to get one game against Baltimore this season. So we end up getting swept by the Giants and by the White Sox as well. So we're having a pretty bad time so far. We do get a victory over the Twins, however, so that's something to celebrate. But they end up winning the series, and we lost 0-10 and 0-11 in the final two games of that series. So that whole thing about us going to the World Series in the first season, well, it's not looking very good right now, but still got 153 games to go. Anything can happen. And if you guys are excited to see this game against the Baltimore Orioles next episode, then make sure you guys slap that like button, hit the sub button if you are new to the channel, and turn your notifications on to join the notification gang. That way, every time I upload a video, you guys will be notified. We gonna keep that mofo rolling here on Kaz Craig Gaming, and if you want to see more from the channel, check out the playlist in front of you.